Psychology says, sometimes the person who thinks of you the most never says a word. Sometimes love is not loud, but it's real, deeper than you ever imagined. This is for you. If you've been wondering, does he still care? Does he miss me? Or was it all in my head? Let's dive deep into the human mind and heart and uncover 13 psychological signs that he loves you much more than you realize, and that you're on his mind, even when he tries to hide it. Sign 1, he remembers tiny details. Psychology says a person in love stores emotional memories in long-term memory. If he remembers the color of your dress from that one evening, or how you take your coffee, it's not just good memory, it's emotional attachment. He may not say, "I miss you," but he's holding on to pieces of you in his mind. That's not normal memory, that's affection in disguise. Sign 2, he mirrors your words and behavior. Subconsciously, people mimic those they emotionally connect with. If he starts using your phrases, mimicking your hand gestures, or even reacting to the world like you do, it's because unknowingly, his mind is aligning with yours. Psychologists call it limbic resonance, a sign of deep emotional bonding. Sign 3, he gets silent when you pull away. Silence isn't always indifference. Sometimes it's the loudest scream of missing someone. If you notice that he becomes emotionally quiet when you're distant, it's his nervous system reacting to your absence. Psychology reveals, the brain interprets emotional distance like physical pain. Sign 4, he notices changes in your mood instantly. If he can feel that something is off even through a simple text. If he asks, "Are you okay?" before you even say a word, that's not luck. That's emotional attunement. The heart doesn't need words when the bond is real. Sign 5, he stalks you silently on social media. Even if he doesn't like your posts, even if he never comments, if he checks your stories, remembers things you post, or brings them up in conversation, psychology says he's still emotionally invested. Digital checking is the modern version of emotional missing. Sign 6, he acts differently around you compared to others. Observe how he behaves with others and then how he acts with you. If his voice softens, if his posture changes, if he gets nervous or excited, that's the brain's way of signaling emotional presence. People can't fake that kind of subconscious behavior for long. Sign 7, he brings you up in random conversations. Even when you're not there, your name surfaces. In conversations with mutual friends, in references to inside jokes, that's a deep psychological sign that you occupy space in his mental world. You've become part of his thought process. Sign 8, he tries to help you, even in small ways. True love shows up in action, not words. If he goes out of his way to help you, offers small solutions to your problems, or shows up in moments of distress, it's his emotional system trying to protect you. Psychologists call this care-based attachment. Sign 9, he gets jealous subtly but tries to hide it. If you mention another guy and he suddenly gets quieter or changes the topic, that's not disinterest. That's his emotional radar sensing threat. He may act cool, but his subconscious reaction reveals more than words. Sign 10, he takes interest in things you love. Has he started listening to your favorite music? Or watched that one movie you loved just to talk about it with you? Psychology says this is called affective convergence. When someone is emotionally attached, they start absorbing your world into theirs. Sign 11, he tries to make you laugh, even when he's sad. Even in his lowest moments, if he still tries to make you smile, that's not casual care, that's emotional priority. He values your happiness, sometimes above his own. Psychology links this to deep emotional devotion. Sign 12, he avoids closure conversations. Strange, right? If he truly didn't care, he'd want closure and move on. But if he avoids final talks, if he drifts instead of disconnects, it's because a part of him still hopes. The lack of closure is often a sign of emotional incompleteness. Sign 13, he shows up in times of emergency. This is the final and strongest sign. When something bad happens, Who shows up for you without being asked? Who messages first, calls first, prays for you when no one is watching? That's not ego. That's love. Psychology says in times of threat, the heart moves toward its true attachment. If he's there when the world feels heavy, even without words, he's telling you, I still love you, now you know. Sometimes love doesn't scream. It whispers in behavior, in glances, in absence. If he's showing even a few of these signs, he misses you, he cares for you, and he loves you more than you ever thought. So ask yourself this, are you ready to receive that love? Are you ready to stop doubting what your heart has always felt? Because sometimes in what we fear losing the most is already standing silently by our side, waiting for us to believe. Thanks for watching.